Hello, hello, happy Friday everybody. It's Friday Sews. Welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie. This is my sewing room and it's Friday. That means Friday Sews. And lately that's like the only video I've been getting out. So I'm so appreciative that Friday Sews exists. I didn't think it up. This is the brainchild of Jen's sewing room. Thank you, Jen. She started this and I've been pretty faithful to it for over a year. And it's just been great because I get to have this conversation with all of you and it keeps me regular on my channel. I do have lots of plans, but I was sidelined by the dress. So I'm going to get right into that first. It's done. It's out of my hands. It's been delivered. It was funny because it was hanging in my dining room while I was waiting to bring it to her, and it just looked so long. And my husband's like, "Is that too long for her?" And I said, "No. She's just tall." So I want to show you a picture of her try on. So that is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So I made the deadline. I'm super excited, very happy. I do want to say that last week I said when everything goes wrong, guess what? It wasn't even over yet. So I went to put in my zipper, which I put in 3, maybe 4 times. It just wasn't getting it just right. Does that ever happen? And I wanted this dress to be just right. But when I went to put in the zipper, I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling? I went to put in the zipper and my iron just decided not to work anymore. Doesn't work. It was just something I bought on Amazon, and my criteria for choosing that iron was that it was blue. Very pretty. Didn't hold up very well. So I ran to Walmart and I picked up this Rowenta. Let me just bring it over. Rowenta Performance Burst of Steam Anti-Drip. I picked this because it was blue. It wasn't the cheapest and it wasn't the most expensive. That's how I picked it. There were some that were almost $100 and some that were $20, and this one was $40, so I picked it. So jury's out. I don't know. It has a lot more holes here, so that's pretty cool. It didn't say it had auto off on the box, but it does, and I need that because I often forget that it's on. But there you go. So my new iron. But even though everything went wrong, the dress turned out great, and it's over for me. And I tell you, she's just going to be adorable in it. Adorable. She's very happy with it. It was just what she wanted, and it looks a lot like the picture. The inspiration picture, I showed that last week. It looks a lot like that, and when hubby takes her pictures, they're going to take pictures that day, of course, and the family will be visiting, so we'll take pictures of everybody. I'm going to copy and mimic that picture so to see if it looks just like that. You know, just a thing. So the dress is done, and I am relieved because it was stressful. Very. Okay, looking at my list. Next up. So next up is that day of First Communion. My family will be there, and they're going to have a party, and they have a new pool. My daughter and her husband have a new pool, and this is going to be their inaugural pool party. So I'm going to be making a swimsuit out of this. Isn't it beautiful? So I made 2 swimsuits last year utilizing Patterns for Pirates. Malot, not sure how to say that. Loved it. I have 2 suits. I'll put up a picture. And they are really comfy and they look great. I will say that they pull down right here, so I'm going to add an inch and just see if that works. They're fine if it doesn't do anything. But I just want a little less pull right there. Otherwise, it fits me great. I altered it. I made a tester and then I altered it and made it fit me. And I never reviewed the pattern because I didn't want to take a picture in the swimsuit. But you know what? I'm going to take a picture in this swimsuit. This is what I look like, and I'm going to show it. So I will review the pattern. It's great. It's simple. It's one piece. So easy to make. And they did a video to show you how to make it. So this, I really love this pattern. This is such beautiful fabric. Just look at this. Why did I buy so much? Man, a swimsuit takes like that much. I guess I could, I don't know. What can you make with swimsuit material? Any thoughts? So there is glitter. It's glitter everywhere from that glitter stuff from the dress. I don't know if it's ever going to be gone. Glitter is everywhere. Okay, before I move on, I wanted to talk about measurements, but before I move on to that, I want to talk about what I'm wearing, which kind of goes with that. First off, I'm wearing one of my hoodie dresses. Not to tease you, but I am getting closer to ordering the pattern again with the new measure list, which I'll tell you in a second. But I wanted to make it with my first version because I kept changing it, and I think I changed it so much that it turned awful. So this is all a new experience, making a pattern. So I went back to the first version, which was great, and it's this one. So I love this fabric, and it's just so comfy, and it's going to work. So next up is the measurement chart. But before I tell you about that, I'm going to tell you about this jacket. This is an Estelle Ponte jacket, but I chopped it off short. Let me show you. So it has pockets, has the waterfall, but I chopped it off short. It's supposed to be like down to here. Do you ever sew for emergency? I was getting ready for church and I was like, I need a sweater. I always wear a sweater. I call a sweater like a cardigan. I call that a sweater. And so I needed a cardigan. I just always wear them. I think it's figure flattering, and you never know if you're going to be cold, especially this time of year. And I always pull a black sweater, a black cardigan, and I have several, and they're all just looking really raggedy. So I grabbed that Estelle Ponte and I thought I just need a black one. I've got a blue one, a red one, I've got a sweatery, like sweater fabric-y patterned one, but I don't have a black one, and I need a black one. It goes with everything. I wear a lot of black. So I cut this, I had this one that had a waterfall, kind of, I don't know where I put that. I have one that had a waterfall and a hood, and it had this like band right here that made it not comfy because it was tight. I couldn't do this, which I love to do. So I thought, that's the length I want. I laid it on the pattern and I made a short length, and it's just my go-to. I'm looking for it everywhere, and it's not even finished. I just never hemmed it. I had to switch to the dress and change my thread, and I haven't changed it back yet, but I will hem it. I'm going to do a woolly nylon rolled hem so that it's going to be great, but I've been wearing the heck out of it with no hem. It's raggedy cut. Okay, my battery quit, and I don't know what I was saying. I was saying that this is a raggedy cut. It's not even straight, so I will be fixing it, and maybe making two, because I just like, it's like I could have one in the washer and one to wear. I could wear this with everything. And I like that it doesn't have a hood because I wear these hoodie dresses, and 2 hoods is a lot. So just wanted to say, why do I feel like I'm in a hurry? I'm not. Okay, so I said the swimsuit and the pool party, the black jacket, the hoodie dress. Let's talk measure chart. Thank you so much for all of your input, and I have a really good feeling about this. So I got my calculator and I got all your measurements, and there's more than one body type, you guys. I'm going to get a chart that I like, and I will do a video on body types so that you can all see. In another lifetime, in the 80s and 90s, I was an image consultant, and I did a lot of wardrobe seminars and recommending clothes and color analysis and all of that stuff. And we did 4 body types, and a lot of people do 5, and I get that, but not everybody has the same body shape. And some of you think you were A's and sent me the apple, but you really weren't. You were more of a triangle or a pear. There was just a little bit of that mixed in there. So I want to do a video so you know what to wear, whatever body type you are. There's a lot of great recommendations out there. So I didn't even add my measurements into this. I need to put this into the equation. But what I did is I took the measurement from bust to waist, and that averaged out to 3.3. So the difference between bust and waist in most of us apples is an average of 3 inches. And then hips to waist, so hips to waist, the difference between those two averages out to 3 inches. So we're kind of straight, you know, it doesn't go in very much, and some of us went in less than others, but if you go in more like 6 or 7 inches, that's not an apple. It's just, that's a nice figure that I would love to have. Oh my gosh, I would love to have that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, listen, I've looked at so many measure charts, like all the indies. I haven't looked at all the indies, but I've looked at many. I've bought many, so I've looked at those. I've looked at the big, I'm pointing to my pattern pile. I've got a pile of patterns over there. The big four, whatever you call that, you know, Simplicity and all of that. And they have formulas. So basically, when you go from size to size, the formula stays the same. The difference between the bust and the waist and the hips and the waist is the same in each size. It's a formula. So I'm going to take my formula, and we're going to call this a, you know, comfort waist. Is going to be my word for this measuring chart. And I'm going to apply it to this hoodie dress and a couple of other patterns that I do want to make. And I'm going to call myself an extra large. And so it's going to go up and down from there, just based on these numbers. So we'll see. I mean, I've got a little more work to do before I'm ready to turn it in, but I'm getting really close. Once I have my size chart finished, then I'll send it off to the guy who draws out the lines and makes the pattern. And once that's done, you know, ready to go. Pretty excited about it. Pretty excited about it. And I'm really excited to concentrate on the apple body shape, because there's no good or bad shape. There is. I will tell you, if I do a video on this, and I plan to, there's no right or wrong body shape. They're all good in their own way. We all have the pluses and minuses that we feel like, based on our popular culture, we should have this or we should have that, and that changes. I just saw a picture of Twiggy on one of my, you remember Twiggy from the 60s? That's not even a body type. She was just a really tiny person. Stick figure tiny person. So things change. I mean, the difference between Twiggy and Kim Kardashian is miles apart. That's just popular culture. So forget that. Forget popular culture. Forget that there is a right way for your body to be shaped. I just think we need just to forget that and just say, you know, balance. I would say it comes down to balance. If, you know, and I'll save a lot of this to do a video on body type, but if you have something that's out of balance, then balance it. If you have hips that are wider than your top, then wear a top that balances it out. If your bottom is smaller, then, you know, you balance it out. So it's just about getting balance, and that's a pleasing aesthetic for any body shape. So we'll talk about it some more, but I'm really excited that, you know, we figured it out. It's about 3 inches, and some more, some less. But once you get to more, you're in a different body shape, because if your waist goes in quite a bit, then you don't have the same issues. And we just need to concentrate on each of us getting our own balance. That's my thought. Okay. Okay, I kind of wanted to say, I put this on my list because I wanted to talk about it. I feel like I've heard this from other people, and so I'm just going to bring it up. It's like, finished my dress, the dress. I worked hard on it, and it was stressful, and it wasn't fun in the sense that I didn't get to wear it. I guess I'm selfish. Sewing selfish. I'm a selfish sewer. Love my granddaughter, heart and soul. Love her and super happy to see her in that dress, but my love of sewing is to get the prize at the end and wear it. That's just it. I can't help it. So I don't really love sewing for other people, and if that makes me an undesirable, then that's just the fact. I can't help it. It is a hobby that I like to do for myself. So when I finished the dress and delivered it, I kind of lost my mojo. We call it mojo, right? I just wasn't in the mood to sew. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to make, and I don't know. I have a whole list. I use lists, and I have a whole list of things I want to accomplish. And I was just kind of bummed out, you know, like I haven't been making as many videos as I had planned. I had planned a goal in January, and it is now May, and I haven't been doing it. I've been like trying, but not really trying. Trying, but not really trying, and not really being like, I really wanted to set a goal and keep it. And so I'm kind of reassessing, you know, what's going on? Why am I not doing that? So I want to set some more like goals, and I don't think my goal was wrong. I think I just need to just do it. But I just lost my mojo, and I kind of wasted time in doing nothing. Do you ever do that? It's like I could have been doing something and I wasn't really doing anything. And so I just decided not to worry about it, you know, just just wait for it to pass. And it did. And I got back in here and I'm excited. I'm excited to make this swimsuit. I've got a couple of other projects on the list. I'm excited to get this size chart down. I'm excited. So now the mojo's back. But I just had to wait it out. I don't know. I don't have like something that I did that made it come back. I kind of just gave myself grace. So I have a friend, my bestie, and she actually has a YouTube channel that's kind of mostly about being a widow. And she's like 2 or 3 years in, and in the first year, she used to just say, I'm giving myself grace. I'm giving myself grace. And so I think we all need to do that. You know, it is what it is. Things happen. Just give yourself grace, and it will pass. It will pass, and it did pass, and I'm happy to be back in here. And it was really, for me, only a couple of days, but you know, I was kind of mad. I wasted days, but I don't always have to be busy. I just can just relax for a moment, and I guess I needed to kind of recover from that dress. I think if I had to force myself, I'd come in here and make a hoodie dress, because that's my favorite thing to make. It's me. I made it up, so I love it. It fits me. I could have every piece of knit that's up on that shelf behind the camera. I could have it all be hoodie dresses, and I would be happy. Totally happy with that. Maybe I'll make a hoodie dress. I wonder if there's enough of this to make a hoodie dress for a swimsuit cover-up. Weird idea, huh? But it would be so cute with the swimsuit. You guys, I just had that idea just now. Okay, stay tuned. Things happen. So I do have a list, and I am sticking to it. I have a lot of great ideas, and I will say that the one thing that keeps me coming back and keeping my content going, here I am yelling again, is you. And I read every single comment and just feel so connected to you. And I have such a diverse group of you that follow me for different reasons. You know, some of you, I have some videos that made people find me, and still do, and it's my camper, my dress form, and the Friday sews. So those are my main sources of why you're here, and I love all of that. I love hearing that you're camping. I love hearing that you're sewing. I just feel connected to you guys, and that's what keeps me coming back. And I feel like it's a community. I really do. You know what's funny? All I can think about is making a hoodie dress out of this. I crack myself up. I can't help it. If not that, then maybe this. Maybe one of these. It doesn't have a good inside, though. Well, let me see. No, it's white. It wouldn't make a good jacket. But a hoodie dress. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see. I do have a lot of it. Why? So, what's on my to-do list is this, and I want it done this weekend, because next weekend is the visit, the pool party, all of that stuff's going to happen, and so I want to be ready for that. And I want to feel good in my swimsuit, so I'm really excited to make one. And also, I wanted to say Mother's Day is coming. Happy Mother's Day to all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful one. My son-in-law is cooking brunch for my daughter and me. My husband is doing a wedding on Mother's Day. Okay, probably was picked without knowing it was Mother's Day, but I'm not a stickler for holidays. Look, if he has to work, he has to work. I don't really care. My daughter used to be a flight attendant before she became a mommy, and we did different days for all the holidays. So, you know, if you have to do something on a holiday like Mother's Day, then you celebrate on Saturday or Friday or Monday. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But I'm super excited to have a place to go. I will be waited on by my son-in-law and my grandkids, and we'll sit by the pool. Maybe I'll have my new bathing suit. No, not by Sunday. Oh, well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. So I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you're having great weather. It's May, so we can start having great weather now. Please. We're supposed to have cold weather on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But it should warm up, so I'm ready for that. Totally ready for that. Ready for camping weather. I'm ready to go places. I'm loving all the flowers, and I just want to enjoy spring, and warm weather helps. So I hope you have a great weekend. I want to thank you so much for coming by and watching my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now. Oh, hit the subscribe button and the little bell. Bye.